Oh, yes. Just looking at this captured property to be secured for public service? Yes. It seems that there is what's known as wrongful appropriation. Oh, but somebody convinced you that you had to have your property? Oh, what if I found out that there were those in the Navy that why don't you volunteer to fast for a week and eat pumpkin pie 2 days after that? I'm kind of thinking that anything and everything that happens to belong or have been signed for by anything other than an actual U.S. citizen, is it really an act of war? I mean, is there a sedition, insurrection, something that would warrant a court martial? When all it involves is a few days of dry heaves, and then after eating that, pumpkin pie actually is a good idea. You'll find that your stool is not very firm, yes. But after a few days of the shits, you'll start feeling good once you start eating that normal food again. Now, I found this very interesting. Yes. In subparagraph 4C of Article 04505, yeah, reference amended, matters essential to naval military administration, such as security. Yes. Can we really have your dog going on military bases? No. Discipline. There seemed to be a discipline problem in the Navy. A lot of those in the family, they thought, well, I'm going to be real hard nosed on on those that are enlisted personnel, those that volunteered, and they were in the top secret family of those that came to find out. Yes. But this type of discipline is not good for the United States military, and for any general admiral that thought they had to be on the lizard or had to come to find out, it would increase the discipline of the United States military if all of you would volunteer to have the dry heaves to get rid of the lizard in your ass. Now, these communications, yes, we cannot have you shitting what the Navy. We just can't. We need to tighten up the assholes. And if you end up pissing for 6 or 7 days, because you'll find that the only thing that will wash that bile out of your stomach, yes, is drinking more distilled water. And I did some study on water. I'm big on water, really. Steam distilled water. It actually absorbs the toxins in your body. See, the distilled water doesn't have any minerals in it. Yes. What happens is these toxic substances that you decided your family was going to feed you, yes, the water itself will absorb those, and then as you dry heave the bile, yes, you will remove the toxicity in your individual body. And I think it will really help in the communications of the United States military if we weren't pissing orders. Now, matters related to the customs and traditions of the naval service. Yes. I would think that there are certain customs and traditions in the Navy. Yes. Now, there's what's known as the supremacist activities. Yes. No person in the naval service shall participate in any organization that espouses supremacist causes. Now, I thought this was very important because I'm the exception to the rule. The sheriff's department won't. Well, these supremacist activities that I'm not in the family, I don't put lizards in my asses, I don't come to find out. And if you made a dog that looks like me that's been committing all these crimes, yes, I would say that if you don't have a dog, you're not in the supremacist activities of the sedition. Yes. Attempts to create illegal discrimination based on race, creed, color, sex, religion, or national origin. Advocates, yes, the use of force or violence against the government of the United States or the government of any state or territory. Now, you could interpret, right, the refusal to enforce the judicial proceedings of Guam, yes, as violence against the United States territory. That would be in violation of these, the Navy's articles of government. I I was reading yesterday. Yeah. Do you know what the articles of the United States government are? No. They're in the Constitution. I figured that out all by myself. Now, I know the violence against the United States territory, Guam, district or possession thereof, or the government or any subdivision or otherwise engage in effort to deprive, as in myself as an individual, yes, of their civil rights. Now, is there anybody in the Navy that knows about my rights being, my civil rights being, well, I had the right to get notice of court hearings for every individual in the Navy that thought they'd volunteer right now.